The second book is Autism, Therapeutic, and Academic Children's Program. When he was 3 years old and diagnosed with autism, there was nothing on the market for me to go and buy in a store that could help me at home as his mother with therapy and academic needs. I had been an elementary teacher for over 10 years at that time, mostly self-contained, very low elementary grades. I was very much knowledgeable of what he needed to know. So I ended up writing and creating his program, and it worked. Everything I had in there was sensory integration therapy, gross motor skill, fine motor skill, speech, how to effectively communicate with a nonverbal child. I teach how we did that. Phonics. He memorized sight words at 3 and 4 years old from word cards. So at 5, he could actually finger spell a noun to me, one simple word, and I would know what he'd want to talk about. When he did speak at 6 and a half, it was still a very slow process because he was about 10 or 11 before we had back and forth conversations. But you can very much effectively communicate with these children, even though they aren't verbal. Also, the great thing you can do at home is put pictures everywhere. Pictures with the word underneath. So if you have a banana, a card, you have the picture of the banana, the word banana underneath, put it in the kitchen. You just put cards everywhere in the house. And as the child knows they need certain things, they normally go to get the card, detach it from Velcro, and bring it to you. Some kids might hand lead you to what they want or need in the home. But there's always effective ways. My book is exceptional. It was the actual building blocks that Glenn learned all of his skills and got through so much of his therapy needs. Ultimately, my therapeutic and academic children's program is the best investment you could have for your child. It's something you can do at home on a consistent basis. It has all of the skills that they struggle with in it. It's very user-friendly. It's very educational. I find that when children work at home with their own parents versus a clinical atmosphere, so to speak, they progress much, much faster, much, much faster. And also, there is one thing that most people aren't aware of that I was told years back. At 8 years old, a child's pathways of their brain is fully developed. So any therapy or interventions you can do prior to 8 years old is crucial, because after 8, the progression is not as noticeable and decreases. It's not at all at the rate from 2 to 8. So your best intervention years is up until 8 years old for those children. Stay strong. Help your child.